everybody, Denobi2 here. Thank you for joining me once again on another visual tour. This time we are going to play around with Shotgun, Movie Masterpiece Series 309. Oh, this is going to be real good. Alright, I love Iron Man. I love the House Party Protocol, but I've mentioned this to several other personally. I'm getting exhausted collecting the suits, but I can't help myself, so I keep collecting, and Hot Toys, they know my weakness. So I have the Shotgun here, and believe it or not, this is one of my favorite characters from Iron Man 3. Even though Iron Man 3 sucked, I still liked Shotgun. It is a very unique suit in all its glory. If most of you don't know the specs on the actual suit, it is designed for high-speed velocity travel, Mach 3, Mach 4, I'm not exactly sure. We all got to meet him during the House Party Protocol at the end of Iron Man 3. The packaging is standard to the other previous House Party members, with the flap that quotes the House Party Protocol, sir, from Jarvis. Everything looks good. One big thing about this unboxing is that I saw someone else's review and they used fluorescent lights, and I thought that Shotgun needed to be shown with sunlight just because of his metallic hues there. If you saw in the top right hand corner, that is the Python miniature figure is what makes this the special edition. I personally would not have cared if it was a special edition, not with the actual Python figure. The base is standard and useless because I won't be using it, so I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to just share the whole experience with you guys. As far as accessories, I don't complain about accessories anymore because I've just come to the realization that Hot Toys does not give you much accessories. Even though this is the battle damage version, which is cool, so they do take into account that this figure did battle the Mandarin at the end of Iron Man 3. So that is one of the cool aspects about this particular figure. The jet thrusters in the back, which we got to see light up in Iron Man 3. And I gotta tell you right off the bat, I love that they're not using the rubber elbows right there. That's very cool because that way I don't have to grease it up with the Honda silicone grease, and I don't have to worry about cracking or chip. That extension from the shoulder arm blew me away. That's actually very, very cool. I love that. That's something new that I have not seen in the previous Iron Man figures from Hot Toys. So that they get points for that. That just blew me away. I love how it extends. It's really easy to extend. The figure looks fragile. It's not. I hold it in the hand. It's very, very well built. Articulation is there. The detail is there. I don't know if you guys got to see the 1/12 scale review of the Comic Cave Shotgun, and that little guy blew me away too. And this feels more of a larger version of it. Not saying that they're the same characters, I'm just saying the way it moves and feels as far as the articulation. Removing the wrapper here, I managed to snap off one of the pieces. That is part of the battle damage feature there. Very cool. Flaps there, so giving you the option to pose the figure in multiple ways. So waist contracts up and down. Good for them. And then the feature with the figure is the snap-on mask that when you throw the batteries on there, it lights up, and that's really neat. I don't like that the visor doesn't scroll up and down. That was the only thing with the visor. Yeah, you get a battle damage faceplate and a regular version of the faceplate, but the visors, they should give you the option to scroll the visor up and down. I'm going to get right down to it and start swapping out the batteries. Installing the batteries here. And I noticed that with this particular figure, they're not using the snap-on battery cases, which I actually liked with the Iron Legion figure, and I really did. I really did like the snap-on figure. At this point, with the whole screw, I thought they weren't going to use the whole screw system with the batteries, just because I thought there was wear and tear screwing the battery case covers back and forth. So it's not a big deal, but I would have preferred the snap-on battery case. doing my little test there, making sure the arc reactor works. And then I did have to pull out the instructions to see where exactly the batteries fit in for the visor. And it's very well hidden, so they get points for that. Nice little design there, right underneath the head. I don't like, though, that the on and off is underneath it, meaning that you have to pop the head back and forth to turn the visor on and off, and I don't want to leave it on. So, just to so I don't get any type of battery corrosion. I am adding the batteries throughout the whole figure. I do want to see the figure in its full glory, lit up, testing out the visor. It works, I'm not exactly sure the technology that's incorporated with the visor as how it's able to light up, but I'm impressed by it. That's very, very cool. The gauntlet batteries are very simple to swap out. They're, again, with the whole screw battery case. I wish they would have incorporated that from the Iron Legion figure onto this guy. And I'm going to swap out the hands because I do love the Iron Man figures with the articulated fingers. To me, it just gives it more of a robotic feel and looks better. The Python figure, I'm not going to spend too much time for it. I didn't even do a review on the actual full-size version of the Python Hot Toys figures because it didn't impress me. I didn't really like the color scheme of the figure, and I didn't like it. I don't even remember seeing it in the actual film. Do a little recap here of the accessories you're going to be using to swap out so you can have the battle damage version of Shotgun. And one little last shot here. I gotta tell you, the figure looks glorious under sunlight. It really does look beautiful. So I am really happy I put in the extra effort to film the figure outside because it's well worth it. It just looks beautiful. That metallic blue hue paint scheme that Hot Toys used is coming off really well under the sunlight. I wish I would have gone on location, but unfortunately I didn't have the time, just so I can have a nice clear blue background for the figure to showcase on there. Swapping out the battle components, that's my little girl there. She was outside with me when I was filming this. It's not that difficult. I use my fingernails. Always use your fingernails, guys. Never use a tool to swap out these parts because you could end up damaging the components on there. I gotta tell you, it was a bitch trying to swap out the waist part there for the battle damage. Maybe it would have helped if I read the instructions, but I thought I had it under control. I spent a lot of time, and you can kind of see me fast forwarding through here just because I didn't think it'd be that difficult to swap it out, but it was. And it looks good. I gotta tell you, the battle damage version of Shotgun looks really good, and I give credit to Hot Toys for including that into this particular figure, since they've been known to be kind of cheap when it comes to added accessories. So kudos for them on that. As an added bonus, I thought it would be cool to have my Kit Bash Mandarin battle out the figure, just to kind of give it that realistic look there from the scene, kind of trying to recreate the film. This is a Kit Bash Mandarin, and I'm kind of happy that Hot Toys never made this version of the Mandarin, just because it probably would have ended up with the bargain bin version of the Mandarin that was portrayed by Ben Kingsley. So I'm happy with my little cheapo Kit Bash Mandarin. It looks great. I gotta tell you, Shotgun overall is a great looking figure. I know a lot of folks are getting exhausted and tired collecting Iron Man Hot Toy figures, but if you can add him in to your collection, I think he's well worth it. And of course, let's end the video with shotgun fully lit and fully operational. The figure looks great, very well lit, and I wanted to show you that is a exposed waist as it glows with the effect of it being damaged. It looks great. It really does look good. And the exhaust thrusters on the back do light up, and that looks great too. It's a very well designed, put together figure. And Hot Toys, I'll give them credit. They really did a good job on this guy. They really did. Right down to the faceplate that lights up when it attaches. So, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. Bye.